Hi everybody, face reveal whilst reading Script Boy here, and welcome back to the channel as I'm in the mood for a bit of retro gaming. So I've been out all day and I'm not particularly in the mood for some racing, but I was on YouTube and saw this thing by a guy called the Space Quest Historian, and he was playing through the original Space Quest 1, an adventure game made by Sierra back in the late 80s. And Sierra is the same people that brought us Leisure Suit Larry, and they also published NASCAR Racing 2003. They published Grand Prix Legends, and NASCAR 2003 later became iRacing. So they've got a bit of a tie to sim racing. So what is Space Quest? Well, put simply, you play as a guy called Roger Wilco, a janitor, and the first three games look like they were made in paint because of the limitations with the game engines back then. And you had to type in the commands for the character. So you had to say, look object, identify what that object was, and then get object, and then he'd pick it up. Then later on, they became more comic book style and became point-and-click adventures. Space Quest 5 improved on that comic book look from Space Quest 4, and then in Space Quest 6, which is what we've got here, it became a cartoon. So I thought I'd play through this for the first time in 20 years to celebrate 20,000 subscribers. Just a bit of cocking around, nothing too serious, and I've got to try and remember how to get through the game. So let's start a new game, play for about half an hour or so, and see where it goes.
Okay, I'm ready. Energize!
As we join our hero, Roger Wilco, he has just been transported to the surface of Polysorbate 60 to enjoy a little shore leave. Apparently, there was a minor glitch in the process. Well, at least you got here with all your important parts, your hands, your mouth, and your stomach.
Oh, great! Real wonderful. Nice beam job, you metallic piece of scrap. Jeez, this is snug. Real snug. You know, it actually makes me feel kind of good. I remember when I used to wear my mom's... well, never mind. No time for nostalgia. I've got a serious extraction problem to work out first.
Okay then, so I've adjusted the sound because it's just loud as anything. But here we are in Space Quest 6. Roger's got himself stuck in the pavement somehow, and I've got various things to click on that I can interact with. So we've got this little bin thing here, and I can click on him with the eye.
Hey, that one looks familiar. It lacks a bit in the stature department, though.
Well, actually, here's what we need. This robot. Let's click on him. Ah, missed him. Bollocks. Oh well. We'll just wait for him to come back. Let's see what this thing here is.
That's an interesting piece of hardware. Your normally dim power of recollection actually recalls having seen a picture of one of these in the ship library. Get this. It's called a bike. People used to actually get on these and use their own muscles to achieve locomotion. What losers. Upon closer inspection, you notice some sort of ID card hanging on the frame.
The narrator is a guy called Gary Owens, and he's just amazing. I love voice acting and voiceover work and that kind of thing, and Gary Owens is just the king. He died 4 years ago now, I think, which is sad because he was the guy for Space Quest fans. Usually you remember the voice actors of the characters, but it's the narrator that made it, sort of made the game what it was.
Thank you, my good man. Yikes, I hope everything came out with me.
Sounds like the OG Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 2, Roger.
You'd think, if indeed you did, that a guy with the skin quality of a pachyderm wouldn't have a problem with this climate.
Alright, let's grab that ID card that we were told about.
Upon grabbing the ID card, you notice the picture on it is of a rather homely-looking alien type. Guess everyone can't be as fortunate as you.
And then once we pick something, we can look at the inventory. So the security guy. This is money, and that's my dustpan and brush. Let's go this way. I can't go that way. Space Quest 2 Vohor's Revenge. That's the actual second game in the series as well. Music was always good. And I've just noticed here, Darmok and Jalod Forever. That's a Star Trek The Next Generation reference if ever there was one. Ah, this is what I was looking for. Okay. Pockets. Buckazoid. Photo Me Booth.
You pop a coin in the slot and climb on in.
All right, I'm looking pretty good. Fire away.
Try not to talk over the narration and the voices as well. There we go. Points, please.
There's got to be an optics problem with that machine. I look partially digested.
I know that feeling, Roger.
Good thing you didn't opt for that second set of prints after all. Guess that guy won't be filing any complaints with the Portable Business Association.
It's just fantastic. Any other Let's Play like, oh my god, guys, did you see that? He got eaten, guys. Fuck him. Alright, now I need to go that way. Triple X files. It's the little things. It's the little things that get you. I have no idea what that is. Look like a piece of popcorn chicken.
It would appear that once again, Vice is a bit more profitable than most business ventures. This place is almost too hip for the planet. But then, that's no mean feat, given what a total heap this place appears to be.
I need to do this. Combine those.
You quite cleverly paste your picture over the old one on the ID card.
So now we've got that, and then we can look at all these creatures.
Looks like this big furry dude is laying out his best Orlanian pickup lines for the Ice Queen. It appears she's not fielding any of them. So this is where Sinead O'Connor's been hanging out.
I love it. No. What am I doing?
Hey there, guy. Come on now. Hey, you can't come back here. You want something? You let me know, all right?
I'm not your guy, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy, and so on. Get that one in before it all kicks off in the comment section. The Troopy Dog has arrived. Turn that down a little bit. Right, walk over here. I remember bits. I don't remember everything. I know you're supposed to show your ID card to these people.
You can hear them say, geez, our skimmer's double hovered. We gotta run.
Take the pipes.
You snag the 4 hoses. Never know when you're going to meet that special lady.
And then we come back over here. You can steal the money off the waitress as well. It's all good stuff. Okay, let's go back this way. Because there's something I've forgotten to do. There's someone I need to track down on the streets. I love the music in this as well.
It's one of those Bjorn guys. It's so cute when they talk about assimilating everyone.
Another Star Trek reference. With the,
Some inconsiderate slob has littered the streets with the debris once contained within this barrel. If only you'd gotten here a little earlier, you could have been the inconsiderate slob. Better luck next, thief.
It's fantastic. It's right up my alley with the old sarcasm thing. Come on. There's the Bjorn again. Ah, this is the guy.
He's too far away or doesn't care.
Hey!
I wonder if you... Nah, what was I thinking?
Space Quest 7 the musical.
Hey!
Buddy, maybe you can help me out. I'm trying to track down this Ender Droid. I'm an Ender Droid runner. I know it don't look so hot, but I'm in disguise, you know?
His name's Blaine Roma.
In disguise?
Blade Runner.
Yeah, you do look disguised. I just don't know what like. Hey, here's a tip. Think seriously about a flea dip.
I could really use your help getting this one. I've had a hell of a time tracking him down. You've gotta help me. Tell you what, if you can find and immobilize this bionic beer opener, it's worth 50 buckazoids to you. What do you say to that?
That's a lot of money.
I've scoured this dung heap. I haven't seen synthetic hide nor hair of him. All that's left to check is that bar. I'd go in there myself, you see, but I've had a little misunderstanding with the management. No biggie. I'm sure it'll blow over soon. Anyway, can you help me out? What do you say? 50 buckazoids. And if you don't mind me saying it, you look like you could use it. So how about it?
Well, I don't know. What's this Endodroid thing look like? And why do you want it?
Well, he's about your height, only maybe a few inches higher. And I'd say about your weight, give or take 60 pounds or so. But then that's just probably because of that stuff he's made of. Kind of a liquid metal thing, but that's not important. He's got a crew cut, and I think he was wearing a long dark coat. Has a strange accent.
But why do you want him?
Oh, he made some people mad.
How?
Oh, I guess he sort of jumped out of his program and kind of killed and/or mangled a score or so of co-workers and, more importantly, management personnel. A big no-no. No big deal. I just gotta take him in for analysis and processing. It could help pull me out of my, unfortunate cash flow situation.
Yeah.
Well, I could use the
Great. You won't regret it. You're gonna need this data quarter. It's been modified to only be sensitive. Thanks. I gotta go check in with the home office. I'll check back out here a little...
Alright, so I just skipped a little bit further along in that conversation, but I've basically got to go back to the bar and find this Endo Droid and take him out. He killed and/or mangled. No, don't go that way. No!
Excellent guess.
Wrong, but excellent.
Ah, so you're with Polysorbate Security, huh? Yeah, what can I get for you, Chief?
What have you got?
Well, aside from the obvious stuff which is glaring in your face from the back wall here, I do make some mixed drinks. I mean, if I do say so myself, I make a pretty mean William Gibson and a pretty good ass-em-off cocktail, you know what I mean, huh? Hey, I got you. Try a fuzzy toe jam. They seem to be pretty popular with your particular species here. I got just the thing for you guys. It's...
I'll have the special.
Make me a double uvula spritzer. Twist a fleck rind, and I want it hacked and whipped, not like one of those shaken or stirred sissy drinks.
Okay, coming right...
Right, so he's gonna go...
That's just fine.
He's gonna go and make my drink. Meanwhile, I am gonna open his fridge. Gonna grab his ice tray.
This one doesn't spew anything. With a flick of...
Right, then what we'll do is we'll go upstairs, because if I remember rightly, and I'm doing this purely on memory, as we then go back upstairs, eczema, I grab the canister of liquid nitrogen. There's one of the crew members. The crew members of the ship that I'm on, which we'll get to a little bit later on, if I make it in time.
The canister snaps neatly into the conduit opening.
Right, he's still making my drink, so I'll kick this door in.
Don't touch that. We don't know where you've been.
No, use the walking thing on it.
Well, that wasn't too bad for a borderline physical specimen like you. It didn't quite get the job done, though. Nah, you still have... Wow, you really did it! Not exactly the subtlest of entry techniques, but effective. That's pretty macho for the likes of you. Who would have guessed you'd have the makings of a Starsky or a Hutch, or a Tango or a Cash?
Kick that door in.
You go now and I don't rearrange your organs.
So we found Toto Wolf. I'll take this bar and go back upstairs, because if I spend too long down here, he'll get up and he'll marmalise me. He's still making the drink. I might have time.
Carefully untangle the twisted mass of hookah hoses and then rehook the hoses to create one long hose. It reminds you of Christmas time back home when you enjoyed untangling the Christmas lights and saying to yourself, I get so much satisfaction from cleaning and straightening. One day, I'll be the best janitor ever. Well, at least one part of that dream came true. You are a janitor. You rehook the hoses to create one long one.
Cool. Play. Is it that conduit first?
The hookah hose.
Yes. And then this end.
You complete the connect.
Now I might be able to get upstairs and turn on the liquid nitrogen canister before he finishes making the drink. Hack and whip it good, sir. Right, get that on.
Nitro begins to flow through the... Rat! It appears that the bartender disconnected your cleverly concocted hose link while you were gone.
Ah! Okay. Right.
What can I do?
What have you got?
Yeah,
Well,
just
I got...
skip through all this. Right, make me another special.
Make me a...
Oh, good.
Oh, that's just...
And then
You pick up the loose...
reconnect it.
You complete the connection.
And then back outside. Well, not back outside, but back upstairs.
Nitro begins to flow through...
Damn it.
He looks lonely, but not enough for your company.
Oh, that's harsh. I tried to snag a coin off the waitress's tray. It didn't work. Right, now we go back downstairs.
Frosta la Kista, baby.
Wow, it worked! This dude's in a deep freeze. But now, what are you going to do with him?
I'm going to use this on him, because if I touch him, I get frozen.
Cool, laying a...
Then let's scoop him up.
You quite cleverly whisk the cubed culprit into your dustpan. It's going to be tough to carry him this way, though.
Pop him in the ice tray.
Very good. He'll be much more transportable this way. However, you'd better hope it doesn't thaw.
I'm not bothered about that. A couple of minutes from now, it'll be someone else's problem. Right, now we can get out of the bar. And now, once we leave the bar and talk to the Endodroid Hunter guy, we will never be able to go back in the bar again. Foreshadowing. I can go without stealing the Bookazoid off the Waitron, because you only get a couple of points for it. Alright. Let's give him his...
Here's your
His
cubed
man?
compadre. Where's my 50 Buckazoids?
No bull. You really got him, eh? I mean, good job.
Yeah, I really got him. And I could really use my 50 Buckazoids.
Tell you what, I'll pay you when they pay me.
No, I need the money now. Or I let the guy thaw right here, right now.
No, just a minute. You don't want to do that. Hold on. Here, you happy?
Okay. Here we go. This is the reason we can't go back in. Off he goes. So if we try to go back into the bar...
Hold it right there, pal. You don't want to go in there. Trust me, it's not a pretty sight. But then, neither are you. Nonetheless, it's bad news in there, and I can't let you enter. So hit the pavement.
No, I want to see the blood and gore. I want to see what happened to everybody. Alright, then screw it. We'll go to the arcade.
It's hard to see with this big oaf in front of it, but this looks like the hot new game, Beat the Crap Out of Urkel. It replaces last year's Smash game, Beat the Crap Out of the Encyclopedia Britannica Kid. You know, the one that keeps saying, "Ouch, you broke my mandibula." This little purple being is kicking Fanny on this game. He's built up an audience.
I remember being, like, 7 or 8 years old and thinking that was the funniest thing ever, because Fanny in the UK means front bottom, not back bottom as it does in the United States. That's a big man. Let's have a look at
Now
him.
that's an interesting specimen. Is this place the backwoods of the universe or what?
Let's talk to him.
So this is Stooge Fighter 3. Doesn't look so tough to me.
Say, partner, care to indulge in a friendly game? By the way, the name's Jerkwad. What's your mama call you?
A mistake. But my friends call me Roger. Roger Wilco.
Well, it's darn
man.
fine to meet you, Roger. So, what do you say to a friendly little round of Stooge Fighter 3?
I've got to use that one. That was fantastic. Oh dear. Alright, let's rumble.
Gosh, Mr. Jerkwad, that sounds neat.
Okay, right, so it doesn't matter who I choose, I'm going to lose, because he's too good at the game. So I'm going to choose Big Mo. And I'm just going to... I'm not going to let him kill me. I'm not going to let him get an unblemished victory, because I've got pride. Just come on. Yes.
Let's get ready to
rumble! Poke him in the eyes. Right, now we just sit back and let him kill me.
Oh!
Dead.
Quilly Joe wins the match.
So it's Larry, Moe, and Curly, Three Stooges.
Mortar you.
Get him over, man.
Wow, man. I guess I got real lucky. Or maybe you were holding back on me. Nah, you wouldn't do that, would you? You don't look that bright. I mean, that probably isn't your style. Wanna play again?
No. No, I don't.
Not now, thanks.
Exit. Now we need to find Elmo. And yes, his name is definitely Elmo. Come on. You're gonna actually allow me to get out of here. There we go. This is definitely something I'd rather live stream, to be honest. There he
He's
is.
too far away.
Get back here. Go on, Elmo.
Hey! Say, you look familiar. Didn't I kick your butt in a huge robot once?
It's a reference to Space Quest 3.
Oh yeah, that. I hope to forget that. It was the beginning of my undoing. I was a laughingstock around the company in the final days of Scumsoft. Oh well, if that hadn't gotten me, some of my other creative management techniques would have. In looking at the big picture, I suppose that arrangement left me with all my physical assets intact. Not a single other thing, unfortunately. I'm humiliated to admit that I have, on rare occasion, resorted to selling cheat sheets for arcade games. I've got to maintain a fairly, modest profile, I guess you could say. Time heals wounds and all that. Plus, maybe I can avoid a premature termination.
Wow. That's all very interesting. And very boring, if you don't mind my saying. What I want to know is, can you sell me a cheat sheet for Stooge Fighter 3?
Well, I think I may be able to facilitate that. I may have one in stock. Okay, here's what I need from you. A nice new bottle of Corsair brandy. If you can deliver that, I think we can call it a deal. My people, I'll be waiting to take delivery from you so that we can put a bow on this deal. Catch you later.
So as I was saying, this is something I'll probably live stream. I hope to improve my internet within the next couple of months or so. Just like fun stuff on a Friday night, and testing out Facecam was something that I wanted to do today. So I thought I'd put it all into one big thing. So I'm gonna save it here and pick it up at some point in the future if that's something you want to see me do, and live stream it and all that jazz. So yeah, this has been refreshing my memory and getting all nostalgic in one of Sierra's old point-and-click adventure games, Space Quest 6. So if you've enjoyed it, give it a like, and if you want to see more like this, I doubt it, but if you want to see more clowning around in the virtual world of motorsport, and more story times and all that other good stuff, that definitely more of that to come, click the subscribe button. So thank you so much for 20,000 subscribers. It's a huge amount to me. Obviously it's not as big as Jimmy Broadbent or any of the big YouTubers, but 20k in a sim racing environment's still pretty decent. Thank you as always to my patrons on Patreon. They're going to be on your screen somewhere over there ish. Yeah, and if you want to join them, then all the details you need will be in the description box for you. There's the camera, I should be talking to it. So until next time, I've been Adam Millward. Have a great day wherever you live in the world, and I'll see you all again very soon for another video, and maybe another 20,000 subscribers. Who knows? So until that next time, goodbye.